So do you still love me, Daryl? Miss me? Yeah, I know you miss that, but do you still miss me? Yeah. Love you, darling. Love you. Bye.
One Arab sail. There's only one Arab sail. One Arab sail. There's only one Arab sail. Guess where I've been?
All right, Kia.
Harrods, the top people store for the discerning customer with class and breeding. God, my feet and half pull.
I had a bit of a spend up then, again.
There were so many good bargains, Trace, I couldn't say no. Wait till you see this. What do you think? Is it me?
No, but if you stand out in the garden, should help keep the crows off my strawberry patch.
Oh, well. Wait till you see this. Ooh. Smart, eh?
Not many. Give us a twirl, Anthea.
It's by the Irish designer.
What Irish designer?
Giorgio Armani. I threw Dorian when I was in there. 1 minute she was queuing up at the counter, next minute she ran out empty-handed.
You sure it was her?
Oh, yeah. I ain't seen anyone walk like that since Dick Henry died. Got you something?
Oh, you don't have to buy me presents.
Oh, you know what they say? It's better to give than to receive. And do you know why?
Why?
Because you can get done for receiving.
Oh, shall. That must have cost a packet.
It's only money. Go on, chime on.
You're terrible. You should be thinking about putting something away for a rainy day.
Trace, it's peed down cats and dogs every day of my life. This is my sunny interval. I intend to enjoy it.
They're lovely. I do worry about your spending, though.
Well, don't. Money's not a problem. I've got a scheme that's guaranteed to increase our company's profits.
Oh, yeah? What's that, then?
I'm going to elbow Chris out the company.
How are you going to do that?
I have my ways. Hello, Chris.
Blimey, Sharon. You'd let yourself go, ain't you? We got crackheads in here look better than that.
Always could charm the birds off the trees, Chris.
Well, it's nothing personal, like. Just that I've never seen you look such a dog in all the years I've known you.
It's the business, Chris. Things ain't too good, mate.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, Sharon.
I've worked me fingers to the bone. I swear no one could have done more, but I think we're going to have to go under.
What, move to Australia?
No, declare bankruptcy.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, you lose everything.
Look, I know we've had our differences over the years, but I don't think it's fair that you should lose your share as well. I mean, you only did it to help me out, didn't you?
Did I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
So, I want you to have this.
Oh, my investment. Every penny. I don't get it.
I want you to have it before our creditors get their hands on it. You just take it, Chris, and we'll forget that you ever had anything to do with the business.
Sharon, I don't know what to say.
Well, it's the least I can do, isn't it? So, what are you going to do with it?
This. What do you take me for?
An incompetent bank robber, usually. What's that got to do with it?
Listen, I know what you're up to. Your business is cracking away. You put in over a dozen balls. Tracy told Daryl all about it.
No, you got it all wrong, Chris. Tracy's side of the business is doing great, but mine's doing terrible.
Oh, what, she only do the deep ends and you do the shallow ends, is it? Yes. Listen, never kid a kidder, Sharon.
All right, I'll be straight with you.
Yeah?
I'm sick and tired of being tied to a useless waste of space. I want you out of the business.
Yeah? And I want Claudia Schiffer for a cellmate, but it ain't gonna happen, is it? Listen, you wouldn't even have the business if it weren't for my uncle's kebab shop. Look, we are partners, whether you like it or not. Look, listen, Sharon, right? as it happens, I have been doing some business studies courses, right? Just to make sure you don't rip me off. It's amazing the things you learn.
Like what?
Yeah, well, like some businesses are seasonal, including yours. Now, what you got to say to that, then, eh?
Our cat used to have an expression like that when he was having a crap.
Yeah, well, you'll be laughing the other side of your face when your business really does go down the tubes.
All right, then, Donald Trumpton. What do you reckon we should be doing?
Branching out. Look, so you've got something to help you tick over during the quiet months. And I have got just the idea.
I don't suppose it's a 24-hour driving kebab shop with topless waitresses by any chance?
Oh, don't be stupid. I wouldn't let you go topless in a kebab shop. No, not with all that hot fat about. Look, what me and Darryl used to do, right, was conservatories in the summer, right, and double glazing in the winter.
Oh, really? When did you get time to do security vans?
So much for your cunning plan.
If you'd have kept your big fat gob shut, I'd have got away with that. I hate him. I can't tell you how much I hate him. The day they bury me, that Ponce will probably want to move into the coffin.
Look, that idea of his, doing a bit of double glazing, he might have a point there, you know.
Forget it, Trace. Chris is physically incapable of having a good idea. It's a genetic thing. He comes from a long line of poxy losers.
Only me. Hello, girls.
Hello, Dor.
What do you want?
I had to get out the house. Marcus is driving me mad. Having him convalesce at home is just not working out.
Demanding, is he?
Demanding is not a word one would readily associate with my dear husband.
So what's the problem?
Oh, I don't know. He's just so... there. You walk into a room and he's there. You walk out of the room and he's there. You walk in again and he's still...
there.
Exactly.
How selfish. Must be hell for you, Dor.
Well, I just wish he'd go out a bit more.
Dorian, he's recovering from a heart attack. What do you want him to do? Take up bungee jumping?
It is not good for a marriage being on top of one another all the time.
Chance would be a fine thing.
People need space. Catherine Hepburn said that men and women weren't meant to live together, they should merely visit.
Was her old man in the Nick and All?
She was referring to her relationship with Spencer Tracy.
I'm Sharon, she's Tracy. So, what happened to you in Harrods yesterday?
Excuse me? You were in Harrods?
Yes.
My God, is it the first day of shoplifting?
I was buying some stuff, actually. Got myself a few designer outfits. I thought I might give one of them a trial run tonight down Stringfellows.
Wouldn't waste your time. Peter doesn't allow fat women into his club.
He does if you sit on him.
Sharon said she saw you leave in a bit of a hurry. What was all that about then?
Well, it was rather embarrassing, actually. They took my credit card and, then refused to give it back.
Why was that then?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's owned by Arabs. I mean, they're still a bit tetchy with us lot over that Palestine business.
Oh, don't be stupid.
No, you mark my words. It is only a matter of time before Yasser Arafat does the in-store security.
Dorian, the only reason a shop takes your card back is because you haven't paid the bill.
Me? Not pay my bill? Don't be ridiculous. What do you think I keep a husband for?
Yeah, well, Marcus ain't been at work for months, has he? Maybe he's pulling in the reins on your spending.
He wouldn't dare. If he has, that heart attack is nothing compared to what I'll do to him.
I don't believe it. I thought you was going to cut down on your spending.
This ain't proper spending, Trace. Got it all off the catalogue.
Then send it back.
Leave it out. These are essential purchases.
Oh, yeah. What's this then?
Ah, that is an Andy handbag-sized nostril air trimmer. Just the thing if you've got nose hairs the size of an handbag.
It's a waste of money.
Not if your hooter starts sprouting tufts, it ain't. I don't want to bearded bugle, thank you very much.
My God, it looks like you franchised your front room to Argos.
Take a seat, Dor, if you can find one.
Girls, there's been a tragedy.
It's not Marcus, is it?
Worse. My credit cards. He has cancelled them. The gold one, the platinum one, and even that grotty little copper-coloured one.
The worm has finally turned.
It isn't funny, Sharon. He says he won't renew them until he is fit enough to return to work, and that could take ages.
What a turn-up, eh? You're skint and I'm loaded. Funny old world, isn't it?
Yes, Sharon. Utterly hilarious. I don't want to be poor. I wasn't meant to be poor. I don't know how to be poor.
You ain't poor. You've still got a nice car. Not to mention a house worth over $1 million. Just means you're going to have to cut down on your spending for a bit, that's all.
My name is Dorian Green. I shop, therefore I am. I will cease to exist without money to spend.
Oh, come on, Dor.
You haven't lived until you've stood naked in a Versace changing room. Thrilling at the expectation of pristine haute couture, caressing your silky white skin.
You all right?
Yeah. It's just the thought of Dorian with her kit off. It made my stomach turn over.
I'll have you know my body is still in fabulous condition.
Stop mucking about. I've seen you in a bikini. You look like a blow-up woman having a slow puncture.
Well, at least when I take my clothes off, people don't mistake me for the crowd scene in Ben-Hur.
Now, stop bickering, you two.
Yes, you're right. I shouldn't waste my time swapping insults with her. I have to think of a way to generate some capital.
Well, you could always go out to work.
What?
You know, get a job. Earn an honest crust like the rest of us.
Me? Work? What a marvellous idea.
Is it?
Yes, it is. I've got flair, drive, ambition. How could I fail? I will be like Anita Roddick from The Body Shop. Only younger and more attractive, not...
This came this morning.
Cheers.
I wonder what sort of job Dorian's cut out for.
Zimmer frame tester?
Still, at least she's having a go, eh? What's the matter, Shell?
Nothing.
It don't look like nothing.
It's me visa bill.
Let's have a look. Sharon, how on earth have you managed to spend that much money?
It's a gift, Trace. Many are called, but few are chosen.
You're mad. Do you know that? You're acting like one of them nutters that wins the pools and ends up Boresic 6 months later. Spend, spend, spend.
We're going to see Webster about that job this afternoon. That'll bring in bundles. The money's as good as in the bank. I'm broke. Cleaned out. I ain't so much as got a pot to pickle me onions in.
I ain't one to say I told you so, but...
Leave it, Tracy. Leave it.
I saw this coming.
Oh, did you, Russell Grant? You knew Webster was going to cancel his order, did you?
In business, you have to learn to expect the unexpected.
How can you expect the unexpected? It wouldn't be unexpected then, would it? It would be expected. And then I'd still be in trouble when the real unexpected turned up.
Look, all I'm saying is this is that rainy day I've been warning you about.
It's just a cash flow problem. When's our next job?
What next job?
What do you mean?
Things are a bit quiet, Sharon.
How quiet?
Eerily silent.
Just my luck.
Luck's got nothing to do with it. Chris was right about the business dropping off in the winter, but you wouldn't listen to him, would you?
Things will pick up.
Oh, yeah, next spring. I think we should take Chris's advice.
Well, I'm sorry, Trace, but I can't do that on principle.
It makes sense. Double glazing is seasonal as well, isn't it? So if we switch over halfway through the year, we'll get the best of both worlds.
Forget it, Tracy. I am not doing double glazing.
Why?
Because it means canvassing, doesn't it? Schlepping around, knocking on people's doors, walking for miles. It's a mug's game.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Well, I'll find my own way of earning a few quid, thank you very much, so mind your own flipping business.
Oh, look at those faces. No wonder so many men prefer each other's company these days.
Thank you, Dorian. I was going to ask how the job hunt's going, but I don't think I'll bother now.
Well, I'm sorry, I have just had the day from hell. Do you know, I have spent today contacting every major board of directors in the country to offer them my services. And every single one of them declined.
Yeah, well, those rich blokes use escort agencies, don't they?
They all said I had no previous work experience and I was too mature to train. Washed up at the age of 35.
Times what? I've just had an idea. Why don't you work for us?
Doing what?
Me and Tracy are thinking of branching out into double glazing.
What? You just said...
And it just so happens that a vacancy has come up for an executive area manager. Might be right up your street door. Right up a lot of streets, actually.
Just remembered, we've run out of milk. I'm going up the shop to get some.
Would I have an office and a secretary?
Not exactly. It's more of a mobile position.
And what does it entail? Exactly.
Well, you'd be our chief negotiator in a series of random market testings in a pre-designated target area.
You mean door-to-door selling?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Frankly, Sharon, I'd rather eat my own liver.
Oh, well, just have to wait for the January sales then. I'm sure you'll be able to pick up a few bits and pieces. Did I mention that we offer a very generous commission to the right applicant?
How much, exactly?
20%.
All right, you're on two conditions.
Which are?
1, I do not work in Chigwell.
Fair enough. What's the other one?
You don't breathe a word of this to anyone. Because if you do, I'll come after you like Hannibal Lecter. Only worse.
I can't believe you conned Dorian into canvassing for us. You said it was a mug's game.
It is.
Must be really humiliating for her. She'll be no good at it.
Look on the bright side, Trace. We've got the pleasure of knowing that Dorian's doing a crap job and we're her governors.
Sharon, I have to thank you. I have just had the most wonderful day.
You had a bang on the head?
No, it's just working for a living. I found it most exhilarating.
Yes, well, keep it up, Dawn. You're bound to get your first order soon.
Oh, I've already got my first order, Tracy.
What, already?
Charming man. Airline pilot. Extremely good looking.
Oh, yeah? What's he having done?
Well, he's having the whole house double glazed, bay windows in the front, French windows in the back, comes to a grand total of £10,000.
Blimey.
You're amazing.
I know, and I didn't even have to sleep with him. Duncan, that's his name, is coming round later to sign the contract and pay a deposit. So please make sure you're in.
Don't worry, we will.
Tracy, this is Captain Crothers. This is my partner, Tracy Stubbs.
Nice to meet you, Captain Crothers. Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, please call me Duncan. All my friends do.
OK then, Duncan. Please take a seat.
Well, I've come to sign the contracts. And here's a cheque for the deposit.
Thank you. £2,000. Nice one, Donkey.
Please don't call me Donkey. I'm a Concorde pilot, not a biscuit.
Sorry.
Is your Mrs. Green not around?
No, not at the moment. I'm afraid she's otherwise being currently disposed of.
Oh, a shame that. A remarkable lady. Bringing up 6 children alone can't be easy. Especially with a pacemaker. And she still finds time to do all that charity work. You know, that woman really does give of herself gladly.
You don't know the half of it.
It's arrived. Duncan's cheque for the balance.
It's all here. Time to divvy up.
The three of us divvying up. How exciting. It's like an episode of Widows.
I'll have all my share now, Trace.
You ain't having all of it.
Can if I want.
And what about the business?
What about my spending money?
You ain't having it.
Trace, I've worked for that. That's
I'll
mine.
leave you two to plan your financial
Yes,
strategy.
you'll have your share and I'll have my
But
share.
you don't put any money back in for the business,
Never
do
mind,
you,
John.
Sharon?
It's my money in the first place.
Hello?
It was my money in the
But
first
it was
place.
my idea,
Can
wasn't
I
it?
have my third now?
No,
Yes,
you're
OK,
not.
right.
You've got to pay your
Straight
visa
away.
bill.
Don't worry about my visa bill, Trace.
Shut
Don't
up!
worry about my visa
Listen!
Liars.
That was Duncan's sister. She wants to have a word with us.
So what exactly is the problem? Ain't you happy with the work? I reckon it looks the dog's...
No, what she's trying to say is that it gives the house an air of sophistication.
Well, that may well be, but I didn't want it done. I was perfectly happy with the house as it was.
Yes, well, don't you think you and Duncan should have discussed this yourselves?
You don't understand. This is my house. Duncan's just staying with me for a while. I knew it was a mistake to go away on that business trip and leave him here on his own.
He's a very generous bloke, your brother. Look, he's paid us in full.
Oh, God. I'm afraid that will bounce. The money he gave you for the deposit's all he's got in the world.
I don't get it. Airline pilots are worth a bundle, aren't they?
Well, Duncan has rather a vivid imagination. He lives in a little world of his own. He's been that way ever since Daddy died.
So you mean he's not a Concorde pilot?
Oh, good Lord, no, he can't stand heights.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
No, not at all.
Well, I think Duncan might be.
Who does he think he is, taking us for a couple of mugs?
No, now, you must understand, my brother's a lovely soul. He's just a little on the eccentric side.
Eccentric? Wearing different coloured socks is eccentric. Bow ties that light up is eccentric. Ordering 10 grand's worth of double glazing for someone else's house is stark raving balmy, missus.
Well, I would be perfectly within my rights to insist that you restore my house to its exact original condition.
You wouldn't.
Well, no. Not if you leave us alone and don't bother us again.
Hold on. This is a set-up. The two of them are trying to pull a scam on us.
You're right. It is a scam. What's a scam, Tracy?
It's a con trick.
You get your whole house done up for 2 grand and we walk away with nothing? Well, you can think again, love, 'cause you're wrong. And if Duncan was here now, I'd wring his neck.
I'm terribly sorry that you've been inconvenienced.
Inconvenienced? Mugged, you mean? Look around, Trace. New windows, new kitchen, new furniture, new carpets. I know what your little game is. You and Duncan do this nutter routine all over town. Ripping off suppliers right, left and centre. It's a scam.
You're right, it is a scam.
I deeply resent your accusations. Duncan is sad and confused.
Oh, yeah, Dorian's a virgin. Don't make me laugh.
And even if we were engaged in this distasteful operation, which I vehemently deny, I don't suppose there's a great deal that you could do about it.
We could sue.
Sue, I doubt you could afford the bus fare to the solicitors, let alone his professional services.
You don't know that.
She's right, Trace. We're skint. What you don't know, missus, is that we're not your run-of-the-mill, Tory-voting, tax-paying small businesswoman.
Well, certainly not small.
Shut it, you.
No, you made a mistake when you picked on us. The reason me and my sister are running this business is that our men are currently inside doing 12 years for robbing banks.
With menaces.
And violence.
And sawn-off shotguns.
And although they're inside...
Their gang ain't. So if you don't cough up the 8 grand, the boys will be round to take the windows back. And the kitchen.
And the car.
And the carpets.
Nice try, girls, but I'm afraid I don't believe you.
It's up to you, love.
We may be bluffing, but on the other hand, do you fancy living under canvas?
Actually, I used to be a girl guide.
Well, I wasn't, horseface. Had enough of all this pussyfooting around.
Dorian, calm down.
I haven't even started, you pathetic bitch. Cough up.
Oh, all right. I'll go and get my checkbook.
Oh, that was better than sex.
Can't believe Mrs. Carruthers checked it in bants.
They wouldn't have dared. Or Dorian would have bounced them. I still don't know where she got such a vicious mouth from.
Living next door to you.
Hello, girls. Can I come in?
Of course you can. Suppose you've come for your commission. You've earned it.
No, Tracy, I don't need a paltry 2,000. Marcus has reinstated my cards.
Where comes?
Well, while I was out canvassing for you, I happened to knock on the door. Some of his most valued clients. Well, quite a few of them, actually.
What a coincidence.
Quite. Marcus went berserk, reinstated my credit rating, upped my limit, told me to go out and blitz Bond Street and be seen doing it.
You crafty cow.
I think that's a case of the pot calling the kettle bent as a 9-bob note, isn't it, Tracy?
You know, you carry on like this, Dor, and there's a serious risk of me starting to like you. What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do
When I'm alone with all